Good morning, good day and good evening everybody. This time I did 1000 Mausoleum runs.
Gaming. Gaming.
I am Sir Fox and welcome back to my channel Sir Fox Gaming. As you all know, I want to show you the results of 1000 Mausoleum runs in this video. A little info about this video: I did all the runs on player settings 7 and I did it with a fireball sorceress with 625 magic find. Drop wise, the video starts off pretty slowly, but as I get further into the project the really good stuff starts to drop, so there's enough for you guys to see in this video. No further introduction is required, so let's get into the video, what all you guys came here for. Enjoy guys. It took me 102 runs to find my first show-worthy item. It is a skiller and it's a troll item. It's a 1 to passive and magic skills with 23 to life. Only 36 runs later I found a pretty rare item. It's a unique Sakaroom shield. And it is the dragon scale, the second time I find this item. At run 170 I found a unique jewel. As we all know, it's a rainbow facet, and this time I found a 4/3 poison facet. "18 runs later I found a grand charm, and this time it's a trap skiller for the assassin. Who else? Another grand charm at run 195, and it's another assassin skiller, this time 1 to martial arts. Over 200 runs completed now, and yet another grand charm. Is this going to be just a skillers video? This time 1 to poison and bone skills. At run 279 I found a unique sacred armor. And what can it be? Yeah, of course, it's the troll item Templar's Might. It's been a slow video so far, but at run 290 I found a really GG item. It is the Crown of Ages with 2 to sockets, 12 damage reduction and 15 enhanced defense. Very nice drop. 8 runs later I found a pair of unique bone weave boots, and they are pretty rare because I found them off a regular monster. It is the Marrow Walk. Over 300 runs completed now, and at run 307 I found yet another grand charm, and this time it's a combat skill for the barbarian with 6 to poison damage as well. The very next run I found yet another grand charm, and this time it's a pretty cool one because it is a plain lightning skiller for sorceress. 62 runs later I found yet another skiller, and this time it is 1 to combat skills for the barbarian once again with 1 to 6 lightning damage. And why not continue with the skillers, because that's seemingly all I can drop in this video. It is a 1 to javelin and spear skills. Over 400 runs completed, and finally an item to show. It is a unique bone visage, and it is the giant skull. At run 460 I found a unique amulet, and it's a pretty good amulet because it is a Maris with 26 to all resistances. Cool drop. Only 7 runs later I dropped a unique eldritch orb, and it is an Ishuda's Temper with pretty bad roll with 1 to skills and 17 to 19 to skill damage. Only 6 runs later I found yet another eldritch orb. What are the odds of that? This time it's a 3 to all skills, pretty cool, with 19 to lightning damage and 13 to fire skill damage. Over 500 runs completed now, and at run 559 I found my first good rune. It's an East rune. At run 584 I found a grand charm. It's a pretty good one. Give me a second. It's a fire skiller. And why not continue with all the skillers? This time it's a pretty useless one. It's a 1 to Shadow Disciplines with 37 to extra gold. At run 594 I found an item I find in almost all my videos. It is the Immortal King Soul Cage, this time of a regular, so it's pretty rare drop. Only 2 runs later I found a unique totemic mask. It is the Jalal's mane. Apparently I'm a skill killer. We are now over 600 runs, and this time I found a summoning skiller for the Necromancer. At run 650 I found a pretty good skiller actually. It's a cold skiller with 12 to life. It would have been cool with high life though. A pretty good small charm dropped at the Devil's number 666. It is a 15 to defense and 20 to life. A pretty cool small charm if you ask me. And what do we see? It is the good old unique Fury Visor. As always, it is the Ow! And the second rune to show in this video is another mid rune. It is the Mal rune. At this point at run 692 I decided to vary things a little and kill Blood Raven, and she gave me a Volcadis wedding band. Over 700 runs completed now, and at run 702 a pretty rare item dropped. It is the Cranium Basher. I found this item before, but I lost it in the Pluggy disaster, so it's nice to see this item back in my stash. 42 runs later after that GG Cranium Basher I found a pretty cool skiller. It's a 1 to combat skills for the Barbarian with 28 to life. At run 747 one of Blood Raven's zombies decides to drop me an Ethereal Slayer Guard. It is the Ariad's face, and it's the first time I found this item ethereal. A pretty good jewel dropped at run 750. It is a 15 to increased attack speed and 15 to maximum damage. Another unique amulet dropped at the Impaled Corpse at run 758. It's a Maris with 28 to all resistances. Pretty nice. Oh, yeah, nej, yeah, what the fuck? What the fuck, man? Hold da kæft, man. Oh boy, at run 769 I found an Ethereal Dimensional Shard. It is the Death Phantom with 28 to cold skill damage. The resistances isn't that good, but I don't really care because it's the cold skill damage that counts. This is by far one of the best drops I ever had in Diablo 2. And after that crazy GG drop, let's calm things down with a pretty normal drop at run 803. It is a Jeet's Fortune with 39 to better chance of getting magic items and 124 to extra gold. I already have a 40%er, so I'm not going to switch this one out. Over 800 runs completed now, and let's continue with the skillers. This time it's a Shapeshifting Skimmer for the Druid. And yet another set item I find in almost all my videos. It is the set Acquired Plate, and I need to do some organizing here. Wait a second. And as we all know, it is the Tal Rasha's Guardianship. A second East rune dropped in this 1000 Project Mausoleum video at run 827. A unique Spied Helm dropped at run 830. It is ethereal, and it is the Whale of Steel. And a little stupid ass pull rune dropped at run 834. At run 845, another Mal rune dropped. A regular monster dropped a pretty rare hell drop. It is a set cap, and it's actually a grail item for me. It is the Infernal Cranium, and now I'm down to 16 items left on the Holy Grail. I have now completed over 900 runs, and at run 939 another rune dropped. This time it is a good rune. And the very last drop is an East rune, and this is my third in this 1k Mausoleum video run project. And that's it everybody, the results of 1000 Mausoleum runs. I must say that the beginning of this project was pretty tough because not many items dropped, but as I got further into the project, the good stuff started to drop, and my top 3 favorites must have been, of course, number 1, the Death Phantom. It's my best find ever in my opinion in Diablo 2. Number 2 must be the Crown of Ages, and number 3 must be the Cranium Basher. That was my favorite drops in this video. And you guys can comment down below what your favorite drop in this video was. The gameplay you are watching on the screen now is actually me that have started my next project with the Death Phantom setup, 1000 Ancient Tunnel runs. There is nothing left to say that thank you so very much for watching this video, and if you liked it, please hit that stupid ass like button. And if you're not already subscribed and want to see more content like this, please subscribe to my channel. It is very much appreciated. Until next time everybody, 1000 Ancient Tunnel runs. Take care and bye bye.